Hello survivors! In this video I'm going to cover plus 50 tips in Sons of the Forest. So stay with me until the end of the video to learn these practical tips. Let's jump to it. At the beginning of the game, you can't imagine that you can get lots of skulls in this game. On your camp location you have to put some sticks like this and also put that skulls on these sticks to save your skulls for next structures. And also you can find lots of bones in your way and you are free to build some bone storage to save all of that bones that you got. Never ever allow Kelvin to be idle, and especially when you're leaving your camp you can command Kelvin lots of works, so don't miss this feature. At the first you will see some cannibals that they will not attack you, and that's why you don't have to take the first step. But actually these cannibals are not first cannibals. Instead killing yourself with these dried arms or legs like this can make Greg with 2 legs and arms and a head, and also fill your health with this Greg that doesn't have any sickness effect on your health. Don't cut trees without Greg effect, so you can find a pot and eat that Greg again and cut these trees so faster than before, and that can help you to cut these trees with 3 or 2 strikes. After a new update we have a feature that you can stash these gliders with pressing G. So if you found a glider, don't forget to stash it on your inventory. Never forget to find a modern axe at the beginning of the game, because tactical axe is not enough to kill these cannibals at the first, because as you can see modern axe damage it 3 times compared to tactical axe. When you have a plan to go into the cave and find a item, don't forget to save your items and put them on a shelf. You will fall and you cannot get that items from that cave. Every enemy in Sons of the Forest have that weaknesses, and you have to know this weakness. By knowing this weakness you can kill any enemy easily without no more cost. So make sure to learn enemy weaknesses in Sons of the Forest. Never miss even rain in Sons of the Forest, because they are free clean water in this game. So what you gonna do? At the beginning craft some rain catcher that can be practical for you, and they can gather lots of clean waters even in hard survival. After going to luxury bunker and before arriving to that golden door, you can get a blueprint armor upgrader, and I will not show you in this video because maybe that have a spoil. But if you finish this game once, try to get that blueprint so fast to upgrade your armor sooner. Golden bone armors are the best armor in Sons of the Forest. Even they are more powerful compared to tech armor. Even now I know a trick that you can turn your rotten arms and legs to a raw arm, or we can say a healthy arm, and for that you can put 6 like this, and again repeat this process, and when you put your rotten arms and legs, by getting that back again you have a healthy arm and leg, and that's phenomenal. Also if you're at your camp and when you want to upgrade your weapons or your armor, you can use this trick to upgrade your armors and weapons so fast without getting any raid in this game, and that's good. When you're fighting in a cave, don't forget to throw some flares to light up that cave. That can help you a lot to fight with puffies and any enemies in that cave. Also there is a trick that you can light up caves with placing torch there. When you encounter with these heavy cannibals with a boat engine on his hand, aim for that boat. You can explode that heavy cannibal so easily. I think the best method that you can kill any deer in Sons of the Forest it is follow them with a night food, and you can get lots of meat with this method. Instead putting raw meat in drying racks, you can do another method for your cooked meats. You can cook it, and after this process you can put these cooked meats in a shelf, and by this trick you can have cooked meats for next days instead a dried meat that will kill your water effect and you will be thirsty again and again. Find winter jacket before winter season, and that exactly exists in this location. Never ever miss these free creeper armors, and also you can use them for fighting against cannibals. We have a dynamic AI system in Sound of the Forest, and you can use this advantage and also free creepy armor. With eggnog, you can insulate yourself against cold effects in Sound of the Forest. I will recommend you try this recipe, and that will be awesome for winter season. When you're entering to winter season, your rain catcher will be freezed. So what you're gonna do, you have to put your cooking pots on a fire, and you can make infinite cooling water by putting these cooking pots on a shelf like this, and you can have infinite cooling water for winter season. When you're full of creeper armors, make sure to wear all of your creeper armors or some of them to don't waste another creeper armors. After jumping on a glider launcher, you can have more effective jump on these blueprints. Also always try this method. If you are playing on single player and you want to refill your health, keep your inventory on to refill your health and without encountering with enemies. When you are fighting with other cannibals and you miss your other arrows, try Kelvin to find all arrows around you and give it back. Guarana berries, it's one of the best plants in this game, so make sure to have at least 1 or 2 guarana berries in your camp that can fill your water, food and energy together, and that can be perfect for you. Instead finding mats with difficult ways, you can craft a health mix plus with aloe vera, horsetail and a fireweed, and that effective, it's like a mat. Torches and lamps in Sons of the Forest, it is frame rate killer. So if you're annoying with lower frame rate, you can try to decrease them to have more frame rate in Sons of the Forest. If you have lots of dropped logs and you want to leave this game, try to put them in a log storage to don't miss your logs, because that will be so annoying after getting lots of logs. If you're tired with building animations in Sound of the Forest, don't worry, because you can animations off from setting and from gameplay. But I think you have to finish the game once. Try to burn cannibals with torches, because that will be an easy method to burning cannibals in Sound of the Forest. Always try to build your camp near a resource area, because after you coming and reloading your game, you can get lots of resource in this game, and the only person that will get advantages, it's you. At the beginning of the game, you can make faster relationship with Virginia. Instead showing this knife or other axe types, you can show cannibal heads to Virginia to make a faster relationship with her, and that can help you a lot. Sometimes Virginia want to follow her, so don't miss this advantage and follow her, because sometimes she will show you some hidden resources that you maybe miss it. Also, before sleeping, try to first find pajama in Sons of the Forest, and I think that exists in Chainsaw Luxury Place. After you wear that outfit, you can sleep and have a nice dream, and you can feel your energy so much higher in this game. When you're getting attacked from cannibals, don't try to use meds because you lost all of that effect after getting attacked with cannibals. So try to find a safe place and use that med perfectly. You can use a sled to avoid any fall damage in Sons of the Forest. Try to use it. Also, if you have these defensive walls and you're trying to sharpen these walls, don't do it by yourself. You can command Kelvin to do that with this command, and you can save your time by cutting trees. Also, never ever lose your creeper armors with explosive like this. After that, you will lose your creeper armor and you cannot harvest that with any weapon. If you're near to a river location, you can use another Kelvin advantages, and that's why I keep always saying don't kill Kelvin, because he have lots of advantages, and one of that it is you can get free fishes from Kelvin. So if you're near a river location, command Kelvin to find and fill your drying rack with fishes, and that can be awesome for you. Also, if you find a resource location like this, feel free to mark these locations, and you can put sticks with a GPS locator on your hand and you can mark these locations. By my thought, after new updates, tech armors will not worth it, and they are so expensive because you have to spend lots of resources like batteries, boards, tapes, and not resources that you have to waste it on this armor. Also a tech mesh that you have to get it in 3D printer. So instead of that, save your items and find some creeper armors, and that can be so good. Also, if you have cold effect, you can use a free torch with combined sticks and clothes to warm yourself, and that is the cheapest way that you can warm yourself easily. At the beginning of the game, one of the best items that you can find, it is feather, and finding them it's not hard and it's not also simple, so you can try this method. If you're establishing a camp or if you're hanging around a location, you can build some bird house, and after minutes you can get free feathers from this bird house. Crafted bow can help you a lot at the beginning of your journey, so try this method. Also, never try to cut trees into your camp or house direction, because that is risky and that will destroy your house so much easily. If you're playing on hard survival, don't worry always, because we have some items that will respawn again and again in any difficulty, like these items that exist in some location, like ropes, clothes, or this skull. If you saw any container or wooden crate, they will be usable for just one time, and you have to say goodbye with these items. Also, in this game we have a feature that I never see some people use it, and one of that it is by holding tab you can open your fast inventory and you can access to anything much faster than opening your inventory. If you're playing in multiplayer and your friend doesn't have a weapon that you found it, you can share that weapon with a weapon rack, and that will be so easily to share that weapon. And the only thing that you have to do, put that weapon on weapon rack and let your friend take that items and put that item in weapon rack again. And also you have to save that game, and after reloading the game, both of you have best weapons in Sons of the Forest. If these tips was practical for you, don't forget to like this video and also share this content for your friend because they have to know how to play Sons of the Forest correctly. I will see you in the next content. Thank you, survivors, and farewell.